I wanted to use the new camera so bad. All right, I think it's live now. We're good. If you didn't see it a minute ago, I was trying out a new little camera we got. Pretty cool. Little Mevo. It's called Mevo livestream camera. It's by Logitech. Um, Pretty awesome though. You can connect all these little cameras together, like 5 of them together. Um, and I got it for weddings, so it's kind of cool. You could actually do five live stream cameras for a wedding ceremony. And then Mackenzie sits there with like a tablet or her phone, and she can actually like hit like certain parts on the screen of where she wants to zoom in, and the camera zooms into it. So it's kind of like a production board, like for a studio. It's really cool. But the only problem with that live stream is I could not see y'all. Like I couldn't see who was here. I couldn't see anybody talking. So I don't know if there's a way around that or not. It's brand new. Like we just got it. We used it on a wedding a couple weeks ago. It worked fantastic until the iPhone started overheating. So it's fun when you get new stuff and you got to work your way through all this stuff, because nothing ever works out right out of the box like you want it to. So the 3 cam starter pack for 1K. Yeah, so I just got the single, and now I kind of wish I got the 3 pack, because I actually saw it from Storm Chasers. Some of the Storm Chasers that I follow, Vince, Reed, Ryan Hall, y'all, the guys would put like 3, 4, 5 cameras in their cars, and as they're chasing a tornado, they have the ability to switch cameras. And it's like, you could have if the tornado's behind you coming, like you got this camera, but you can see, then they'll switch to this one to show you that it's clear in front, what's going on. So it's really cool. So that's what kind of got my attention to Mevo, to that live stream camera, and then got one. Now I wish I got the 3 pack, but maybe we'll get the 3 pack, then we'll have 4. It'd be kind of fun. But like I said, if you missed the live stream just like 5 seconds ago, I feel like the live stream works good, but I can connect to YouTube directly, but I can't see chat. Can't see chat, can't see anybody talking or who's here. So that kind of sucks, because I like going in the chat and talking to people. So, Lil Daniel. Yo, say hi to Daniel, please. Hi, Daniel. Hi, Tracy. I'm assuming you were on the other one. I just couldn't see your message. Chris, Mevo's cool. Yeah, that starter pack would be cool to get. Hoag in Maryville off Big Springs. Weed rated till 11 today. Oh, weed eated until 11 today, probably. I feel you. Keep up the good work. Yeah, I thought it'd be funny, actually. I've been roasting beans and just editing, trying to stay inside. Tried to do all the yard work yesterday early, because it's been so dang hot. And we had this discussion. I've been having this discussion with a couple people and talking to some like local friends. Like it's stupid hot right now in Tennessee. Right now it's 90, and it says it feels like 101, and you have a 73-degree dew point. So once your dew point goes above 65, it's humid, it's nasty. Once you get above 70, you really feel it. It's like coastal, like Gulf Shore feeling. Ugh. But our friends we were talking to, they said their parents, and like they've lived here for 40 years, their parents even longer, they have never seen temps like this in June in Tennessee. So this is like unheard of. This little like, she's so funny. She like trips out when she sees lightning bugs. She just like, I don't know, she's on something. They've never seen temps like this. So this little like spell we've had for the past 3 days, where it's been, you know, in the 90s, but the heat index pushes it to above 100, is not normal at all. Tomorrow's supposed to be the same thing. Then finally a cold front swoops in Friday. Probably get a little bit of storms on Friday, just when the temps start to shift. And then Saturday, Sunday, it cools off. Very nice. It's gonna be like 59 in the evenings. Right now it's like 70 in the evenings, which works out good, because Saturday is actually Babs' brother. We are doing his celebration of life that we kind of postponed. So when he passed away in January, it's cold, it's hard for people to travel, you're in school, stuff's going on just after the holidays. Figure we wait until summer break, more people can travel then, so we'd have it in June when it would be nice temps, but it just so happens to be the surface of the sun this week, and it's really warm. But that's okay, because I feel like people would rather it be really warm because we can always cool off rather than it being super cold or snowy out. So I figure I just come out here. I'm not sweating yet, so that's good. We'll see. We'll see if the sweat starts to come through. But it's not. I don't know. Maybe I'm just look at like the Happy Dad can. Can you see the condensation on the outside? Like it's definitely. I'm not gonna say it's not humid, but I don't know. I deal with it just fine. Crack open a Happy Dad, sit here and enjoy it. You're good to go. So it's been busy. The vlogs have been slow. I've been trying to pump them out as I get time. I've been editing wedding videos like crazy because the whole COVID 2020-2021 cancellation thing spilled over into 2022. So it's ridiculous. If you're in the wedding industry right now, you're busy. You're definitely busy. Let me catch back up. Chris said, as of right now, use large Sony cameras on jib cranes and vests. Yeah, that's like way advanced. I'm just using my little Canon R5, my shoot and go. We're able to see the live chat on our TV now. Can't comment, but can see the comments. Kind of neat. Oh yeah, because I wonder if you can comment somehow with like if you have a smart TV, if you have a remote or something where you can hit the little mic thing. Maybe. Jess, what's going on? It's hot over here in Modesto, but this last weekend was way worse, especially recovering from the... Oh no, you finally got it. Oh, it's terrible. You and Fauci are together. Well, I'm glad you recovered just fine and didn't have too bad of symptoms. Wait until next week. Yeah, next week looks really bad on Wednesday. I don't know. I'll take hot temps over Michigan winters any day. 98, 97 temps. Yeah, it's just gonna be just silly. Mrs. Hafner, my daughter has the heat and humidity in Fort Wayne, Indiana. We are going to Indiana next Monday. Take care, keep cool. Hot in SoCal, but humidity is less. Yeah, that's the thing. Humidity, I mean, it's whatever. Like, it doesn't look like I'm sweating, but you can kind of feel it. Once you sweat, you sweat. There's nothing you're gonna do about it anyways. Can you see this dog back here? She tries to find the biggest stick possible and wants to play fetch with it. Like, I'm not gonna throw that. That's a tree, basically. Mace, bring me the stick. Mace, bring it. Bring it to me. Come on. Come on. She's in her own world over there. West Coast is a dry heat. Yeah, a dry heat at like 110. Ugh. April, this heat is nothing compared to Phoenix. Husband is mowing lawn right now. Yeah, it's a different, I don't know. Like, I try to explain it, like, I mean, if you're on the West Coast or something and they say it's a dry heat, 110, it's like, you're not sitting out here right now. You're not sitting out here because it's just so hot on your skin, and I don't know, I would feel dehydrated or something, and I just couldn't sit outside. Like, I sit outside, it's humid, whatever, I feel it, like, but I can still sit outside and enjoy the day. Once you start sweating, you're sweating, so. Poor pups, they've been hot. Macy and Morgan both, because both, you know, outside working dog breeds, and they got that double coat, so definitely warm, but that's not slowing her down from playing. Fort Wayne here, it's horrible. I'm with you here in Crosby, and it's brutal. Pouring concrete tomorrow. Oh, my goodness. That's not going to be fun. Miss Hafner, no, we did not get new chairs. This is the one chair that was saved through the storm. But looking at them, like, it's a cheap build, like anything else, I guess. Right at the arms. I'm surprised this one didn't break. I don't know, we're just too cheap to go buy new chairs, but we need to get them. Get your dogs a kiddie pool. They have a kiddie pool. They go in and out all day long. It's non-stop. We have been letting them inside though, because it's been just so dang hot. Bugs have not been too bad. I did just read an article that said ticks are getting worse. There's been an uptick in ticks, they said. Haven't noticed any. Babs had one on her the other day when she was at her sister's, but the dog runs in and out of the creek all day long. A little bit longer hair, golden retriever, came up to pet her and was kind of like rubbing against her, and she noticed it on her. But other than that, I haven't seen it. But cicadas are already out. It's crazy. Last year, if you remember, was supposed to be the big like cicada like grand awakening of all these ones that have been underground forever, and we had nothing here. There was definitely cicadas elsewhere, but we had nothing here. And now already in June, we have cicadas going. So that and the lightning bugs, full force right now. There are just lightning bugs everywhere. Sam, how's it going? I saw they have chairs. Yep, that's this one. This is the last one I have. This is the last one with the cup holder that's still surviving. But it's got the sunglass thing, it's got the cell phone holder. It's really nice. They're just back here, it's really cheap. So, Lowe's has this same chair, but the cup holder and the phone thing are built into this part of the arm. And this is a much more sturdier piece. A couple bucks more than the Target ones. But still, like having the cup holder and stuff is so nice. I'm actually surprised. I thought it'd be like hotter out, and I thought I'd start sweating so you guys could see it. I had a gray shirt on, but nothing yet. Face might be a little glossy, but like I said, it's 90 and feels 101 right now. It says. I don't think it feels 101 at all. Found one tick on me this year. Yeah, we didn't have any ticks last year. I check Macy all the time, and she has nothing. But then again, she takes the medicine regularly, and that works pretty darn good. How big is the property? How long does it take to mow the grass? This, between these two houses here, is just, it's above 4 acres, just under 5, I think. And it takes me about 90 minutes on a riding mower. So usually I just put on headphones, put on Morgan Wallen, we're good to go. Get through the album. One 5-gallon tank of gas is definitely enough. Weed whacking probably every other week, maybe once a month, just depends. You go through these periods where we haven't had too much rain. We had rain last week, but it hasn't been a ton of rain. But you do get these hot, drier times. But when it's humid, it still saturates everything because there's so much moisture in the air. You wake up in the morning and the grass is covered with water, so it's still getting moisture. Then it's getting the heat throughout the day. It doesn't stop the growing at all. So you definitely have to keep mowing. We had a ton of ticks in our yard in early spring. Haven't seen any since then. Courtney, glad to have finally met you on National Donut Day. We were trying to get used to the humidity here with Cali. Hope you're well. It's so funny, you stopped by and you had that sweatshirt on, and I didn't even put 2 and 2 together that you were Courtney that was buying Fred's Roast all the time. Probably you, Jessica, Aaron, y'all are probably some of our like biggest supporters. And I felt so bad after that because I was like, oh my gosh, that was Courtney. And I should have known by the sweatshirt because not too many people have that sweatshirt. But thank you for all the support, and I'm glad you stopped by. Hope all is well and y'all are enjoying it out here. What did it say? How often do you get bears? We've never had bears over here. There's been 1 or 2 little stragglers that have made their way into like Greenback, but that gets a little bit closer to the foothills, which start to go up into the Foothill Parkway, which go into the national park. On the news this past week, they've had to euthanize 2 bears. One that came into Elkmont Campground and actually went, like, kind of scratched a tent, scratched a mom that was there, and she was in a tent with her daughter. They had to euthanize that bear, and then they had to euthanize another bear that was up on the highway, and people had stopped. And actually, I think it was one of those stupid pink Jeep tour things. They stopped and let the bear come up to the Jeep, and I don't know if somebody fed it or not, but the bear like definitely got close to the Jeep and came up on it, and they had to euthanize that bear too. And it just sucks because there's some figure like 1,600 black bears, I think, in the Smokies, and people are just dumb and want to take pictures and see, like, I get it, you want to see a bear, you want to take pictures, that's fine, but like be respectful of it and just keep your distance. And if a bear starts approaching you, back up, like get like, and don't feed it. Like, come on, like, and that's what sucks. They had to euthanize 2 bears just because of that. Just people being dumb and wanting to get super close and get pictures and be next to a bear. Like, we've encountered bears twice now, and all I wanted to do was go the other way. Like, granted, they're not huge black bears, but they're good mid-sized bears, a little bit bigger than Macy, you know, and still that thing, they run fast. They run fast, and they go up trees, and it's enough to get your heart rate going, trust me. I don't want to be any closer than I need to be. But they are beautiful. It's a beautiful sight to see, but you know what another one is? Tennessee has armadillos. They're huge in Middle Tennessee, and as you go down towards Chattanooga. Haven't seen anything up here yet, but there are armadillos all over when you go to like Middle Tennessee. We were cruising back. Where did we go? We went to ECNL. We had soccer in Franklin. We went down to Murfreesboro because they wanted to get BJ's, because that's the only BJ's pizza in Tennessee that I know of, is in Murfreesboro. And we were coming back, I forget what highway it is, but you see little armadillos on the highway that have gotten smushed all over the place. Armadillo, like, I think Carrie Underwood had it on her Instagram the other day. She had an armadillo in her yard, in her garden, that had kind of burrowed into the thing. I don't know why. I want to see an armadillo. I've never seen one. I don't know if they still roll in that little ball like they do in the cartoons, you know? I don't know. Be cool to see, though. Let's see. There's some more comments on here. I need rain for my corn. Yeah, we need some rain. Friday we should get some, so we'll be all right. Yeah, Morgan Wallen's the best for chores. Like, it's just a good album that just flows all the way through. John missed these types of videos. Yeah, we need to. It's so easy to do the lives when there was soccer trainings and Taylor didn't drive because we had time. We had to actually sit there. But now that both kids are, you know, one's an adult and the other one drives, and like Taylor's up in Gatlinburg right now. Mackenzie's at a concert in Atlanta right now. Babs is asleep because she has just felt like, you know what, lately. So she went to bed early, so that's why I was like, I'll just hop on. I got nothing better to do right now. I got some time to myself just to relax out here, hang with my pups. Huh? Thanks. Morgs. You gonna say hi? Oh, you can't say hi. You won't get up here, huh? Come here. Can you get up here? No, kettle dogs don't jump very good. Anyways, but yeah, I figured I'd just hang out here and kind of enjoy everything and chat with everybody. Patricia from Pasadena. Family and I moving to Nashville in 2 weeks. Ooh. We'll be driving out there with 3 dogs. Any tips? What stops would you recommend? We drove out with dogs quite a few times. There's not much choices as far as stopping. All the rest stops are good, obviously, for dogs. But it kind of depends where you're going to Nashville. So I had this talk with the Halcombs the other day. It depends on when you're leaving. If you're leaving Southern California, you either leave first thing in the morning, super early in the morning, like we're talking 3, 4 a.m., and you try to shoot Amarillo. If you're good at driving, if you're comfortable driving and stuff. If you're not, obviously you wouldn't. I think the Halcombs left a little later than they wanted to in the morning, and they reached New Mexico, Albuquerque. Wasn't the best place to stop, they said. So they, you know, found the best place they could stay, got out of there, and then made it to Arkansas, just outside of Little Rock. Again, they found a good hotel, but the hotel owner, he walked his parking lot often because he said he always had people that were nearby, like, that would kind kind of spy on things and approach vehicles and stuff. So again, not the best place. But then they made it into Tennessee the next day. We would either try to leave 3 or 4 in the morning, shoot for Amarillo, stay in Amarillo, go from Amarillo to the east side of Arkansas, but still a little bit, I forget what it's called. Is it Redwood City? I think it's still west of Memphis, but we would stay there, and then you only have that short drive into Tennessee your next day. Just don't stay anywhere in Memphis. If you can stop before Memphis or get through Memphis and stop in Jackson afterwards, that's your best bet. But if you're going to make Jackson and you're going to Nashville, you might as well just try to go all the way to Nashville, because you're pretty much there. Once you've been driving for 24, 30 hours, you kind of get in that mode where you just want to go. You just want to be there. It gets old being on the road. But pups, actually, our pups, we had really good luck with our pups. They all did really good. Mason's so funny. Can you guys see the lightning bugs? So you see them like just flickering all around her right now, like this whole little area. They might pick up a little bit once the sun goes down, but she just sits over there on the sand because it's nice and cool. And she'll just, see, there she goes. She'll just start seeing the lightning bugs like she's tripping out. She's like, what is going on right now? But yeah, that was our best driving tips, I guess. Now, if you're gonna leave in the afternoon, we did leave in the afternoon, and we would make Flagstaff, stay Flagstaff, and then try to make it into Oklahoma City, and then Oklahoma City into Tennessee. So depending on when you're gonna leave. The 40 is pretty good. It's better than the 10. If anybody has traveled the 10 freeway, the 10 freeway is terrible into Texas. I just don't know. I would never travel the 10. You wouldn't want to coming out this way. I mean, there's a way you can go the 10 and then cut up, but the 40 is actually a pretty decent freeway. They've done a pretty good job taking care of it, especially like once you're in Tennessee now, from here to Nashville, they've repaved. It's really nice. They've taken care of it. I don't know about continuing to Memphis or whatnot, but I mean, Halcomb's just came through and they didn't have any problems with the freeway at all. They said it was actually kind of nice. So let's see. Daughter had a windy thunderstorm yesterday and had minor damage on house siding. First time she's had a yard to mow. Frequent due to lots of rain this spring. Yeah, and all your severe weather is going to move north now. Everything's going to go up, actually out of the Ohio Valley and out of the Dust Bowl and Tornado Alley. You're going to be up north now, more towards like Minnesota, Montana, the Dakotas, all that. Your severe weather goes up there. It's actually pretty, just like last year. It was a very calm and slow severe weather season for the most part, which is good. So a lot of the chasers and stuff didn't have a lot to do because these last 2 years have been very mellow. If you remember the first year, we had Chattanooga tornado, Nashville tornado, back to back. There was all kinds of weather that was just terrible. But this year it's been all right. Just a few little cold fronts come through, just like we'll see Friday, Saturday, and you get a little bit of rain. I was trying to see. Back on. How's the Halcombs? Did they get all moved in? They are getting settled and excited. It's been good. It's been fun watching them go through all the process. We'll definitely have a video and chat with them on everything that's going on. You have to have bear sense. I'm with you. Yeah, it's like any wild animal though. You shouldn't be going up to wild animals, right? So I'm about to say hi. Yes, so hot in East Tennessee. Dude, it's just hydrate. Hydrate. You can't drink enough. Drink. Water and body armors and electrolytes. Electrolyte pills are great. You can find those on, if you ever get these hot days and you don't like those sugary drinks and stuff, electrolyte pills are clutch for the kids when it comes to soccer. Because then they don't have to drink all the sugary Gatorades and all that stuff. But just a little, I don't know, that's what we've had good experience with. I mean, y'all probably have your own drinks and stuff, but just something that's worked good for us has been electrolyte pills. And actually, I'm kind of surprised with Happy Dad. Like, Happy Dad has electrolytes in it. And I've actually been kind of on this seltzer kick lately, just because it's a little bit easier. Not as heavy as beer is, but just something about summertime when it's hot and stuff. You want to try to, you know, cool off. It's just something a little different than water, you know. Let's see what else. Michael Booker, how's it going? BJ's the chain. Yeah, BJ's Brewery Restaurant. There's a grocery store, BJ's, right? Like a wholesale thing or something. BJ's Restaurant Pizza. Amarillo's a good spot. Jackson's a good spot to stay. Yeah, Macy she runs this whole place now. Oh, you guys did see the bugs. Cool. You'll probably start to see them more. Yeah, there are so many in the yard right now. Don't stay in New Mexico unless it's at the airport hotel. Sorry, New Mexico. It's what it is. Like, hey, once you hit, what is it? Williams, in Arizona, like Grand Canyon area. Once you hit past Williams, it's just, I'm sorry, it's kind of blah. It is just tough to drive because it is just nothing pretty. Moving to Nashville from Washington State in 3 weeks. The heat and the humidity will be interesting. Yes, it will, but it'll be all right. It's worth it. Like, trust me. It's definitely worth it. If you're moving for the right reason, the humidity's fine, right? You don't got to worry about it. It takes a little getting used to, but it's all worth it. Trust me. It's gonna be interesting to see how the housing market and like moving stuff goes. Can search pet-friendly hotels the whole way too. Yeah, that's a good one too. So many hotels are pet-friendly now. That's a good point. Miami to Maryville in 9 months, 2 weeks ago. Drove out in the 40 East. I highly recommend it. Yeah, so the 40 is looking good. How does Johnson City compare with Maryville? I haven't really spent a lot of time in Johnson City, but a lot of the girls on the soccer team are from Johnson City, and all the parents speak highly of it. They like it. We've been through a couple times. We've gone to a couple concerts up there and stuff. And Bristol, Johnson City, that whole area up there, it's nice. I think Maryville just got on the hype wagon just because it's close to Knoxville and has a lot of services. Airport, good hospital, stuff like that. There's so many corporations out here too that have moved businesses. So I think that's why it was on the hype wagon. But I was going to say it's going to be interesting to see where this goes now with the Fed hike and stuff, because it's going to get harder for people to borrow, like credit cards, like anything, home loans, cars, anything. It is going to get tougher than it already is, put it that way. I mean, on top of fuel and everything else, like I was talking about on Instagram today, like the tampon shortage. Like, I'm in a house of 3 women. That's the last thing I need is tampons to run out. So I bought 5 boxes while I was at Walmart today. I know Babs, when she was out, she bought some. She told her sister to buy some when she was at Costco the other day. That's definitely something we're gonna keep some stock in, because I don't need them running into issues with tampons running out of stock. That's everything else, right? Everything's out of stock, right? We're just used to it, unfortunately. It sucks, but check out Fido for pet-friendly hotels. That's kind of cool. I didn't even know that site existed. That's cool. Tri-Cities is nice. Oh, Seattle. How is Seattle right now? Taylor's got playoffs coming up in Seattle for ECNL playoffs. And if there's, I don't know. We've been to Seattle once, and we did the fish market, you know, Starbucks, Space Needle, like all that stuff, the touristy stuff. Seahawks Stadium was actually pretty cool. Never went to, I forget the name of it. There's an island that you could take the ferry to. I think Babs and them did. I never did. That's a pretty cool area, but we gotta find something to do, daddy-daughter, while we're up in Seattle. And there's a page I follow on Instagram, like Seattle's Finest or something, and it just does not look entertaining right now. It does not look like anything we want to do. So, we got 3 soccer games, maybe a 4th, depending how they do, but we got to entertain ourselves in the meantime. So if anyone has any recommendations of stuff to do outside of Seattle City, maybe, doesn't take too much driving, but good areas that we could go to and explore that we might find something fun. We'd appreciate any of that suggestions. At least Seattle has the water. Yeah, that's true. Seattle is a dumpster fire currently. That's just what I want to hear. Angie, how's it going? Earl from Miami, Florida. How's Miami, Florida? I bet y'all got more humidity than I do right now. How did you guys choose or find your medical doctors when relocating? We just asked around, asked friends, asked local people, asked real estate agents, asked anybody we came across, like, you know, that just in our meetings of people along the way. We found somebody that, you know, worked for was a hygienist for a dentist, and she was like, oh my gosh, contact this person, or you need braces, we definitely recommend them. And it's just kind of like a networking game. Does this say my battery's phone? I should probably plug that in, otherwise I'm going to lose all of y'all. It's just kind of a networking thing. Medical doctor, like, we found a good office. We thought that doctor left, has been replaced 6 times over. The office is still there, but the doctors have changed, like my underwear, and no longer go there anymore. So it's been kind of tough. But I feel like that's kind of like a 2020 COVID like fallout issue. Just with everything spilling over, there's just so many issues with hiring people and just finding quality people. And hi mom, love you from Las Vegas. My doctor was recommended by my boss. Yeah, see, there you go. You just gotta ask. Just ask around. You won't have any problem finding good doctors and medical stuff. Must go to Ray's Boathouse at the Locks. Amazing seafood. Hubby did his master's degree at University of Washington. Have fun. I mean, University of Washington's cool. Huskies. I got a lot of friends that went there and they loved it, but just not looking forward to it. You know. New here from Seattle. What to know about snakes here? I haven't seen any yet this season. Saw one on the road actually that was smushed. Haven't seen anything else since. Depends if you're in the city, if you're in the country. Start to see more in the country, just because there's not people around. There aren't dogs, there aren't chickens, there aren't pigs. Like, you know, not to say that we're not in the city. I mean, Friendsville is out from Maryville, but you do have like Maryville City, but then you have Maryville, like, that's in the Blount County area that's still considered Maryville. But you do get more farmy and stuff, and you do get fields and everything where you don't have rats, or you may not have coyotes and stuff to scare away the snakes. So you will have more snakes, but I don't know. The first year we got here, there were 2 snakes in the yard. Haven't seen a snake in the yard since. So that's been 3 years now. We haven't seen any. I'm gonna go get a charger really quick so I don't lose y'all, but I'm gonna turn this, and you can watch lightning bugs with Morgan for a hot second.
All right, I'm back. Sorry, took a minute. Could not find a power bank. Kids, that's what happens when you have kids. They take everything. We were risking that one, all right. Woo! Now we might start sweating here. All right. So anyways, yes, I don't know. Aunt was always like, oh, there's snakes everywhere. I haven't seen it, but that's not to say there aren't snakes. Again, so I'll get people to come back and be like, you said there weren't snakes. There aren't snakes in our yard. Maybe we do good with, maybe it's chickens, I don't know. All kinds of stuff that could factor into it, I guess. Let's see. 1 year since we moved from San Diego to Mount Juliet. Love it. Thanks for all the videos. Mount Juliet's exploding, like we said last night in that podcast. A lot of people going to Juliet in that area. How do high schools compare? Maryville versus Blunt. Can you attend Maryville if living outside? So that's how the girls are. They go to Maryville, and we're outside. They should be zoned for Blunt County. We're actually we just miss the Greenback border by like a quarter of a mile. So they could have been at Greenback too, which Greenback is an amazing school. Like, it's all in one. It's a beautiful, like, newer school. Maryville ranks higher. It's definitely, if you're comparing to a county school, it's gonna rank higher. They each to their own. I don't know. The only reason the girls are at Maryville is because of high school soccer. That's it. They just wanted to play soccer and continue playing sports. If they did not play sports, they would be at Blount County, and I'd be fine with it, and it is what it is. Blount County has some fantastic, I'm saying Blount County, I mean William Blount. William Blount has some fantastic, and some of the other county schools have great, whatever you want to call them, special classes, or like auto shop or cosmetology, some like extended certificate type things that you could get into. They have some great programs. So I don't know, people always discount it, and they discount the county schools. It depends on your kid, honestly. Like, teachers are going to be teachers. There's great teachers, there's bad teachers, there's good cops, there's bad cops. So many people that I've talked to in the past like year and a half, I feel like, and they have this big issue with everything that's going on in school. It's because us as parents, we took, weird, planes don't fly over very often. They do occasionally. But that's FedEx. FedEx is special. What I was gonna say, what was I saying? Shoot. Oh, parents, over the last year and a half, I feel, we as parents have let our foot off the gas as far as our children and their education. Because we've been so busy, we get swamped with other things. Our day gets away from us, and we're just assuming and thinking that because our kids are going to school, that they're being taught what we think they're being taught, or what they should be learning, right? Like, be learning in the classroom, like when we were in class. But that's not been the case in a lot of classrooms lately. So, again, like going back to my Friday Thoughts podcast, we just have to do a better job as parents, I think, when it comes to anything, especially with kids right now and raising kids. I know I could step up my parenting game. I could be more active in certain areas of school and school board stuff and all that, and I'm trying to. Because I do take my foot off the gas, and I just think, hey, teachers are teachers. Like, they're doing their thing. They're teaching reading, writing, arithmetic. It's not always the case. So yeah. So the school comparison is tough. We do pay tuition for them to go there. It's, I forget what it is. It's like $2,000 a year to go if you're out of the area and you're going in. I don't know if they're taking transfers. I don't know how often that changes. But I know Alcoa does it. There's many schools that do that type of thing. I know there's a lot that go to Farragut that play baseball and stuff. even though high schools aren't allowed to recruit. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Major concern moving to Tennessee is medical coverage, just getting the insurance and getting the coverage. Seattle fish guys, if you like sushi, I do. I like sushi. Taylor is not a fan of it. Culture Jam Laser Show near Seattle. These are good. I'm gonna try to save all these in the chat. These are good. Thank you for the content. Families currently in Laguna Niguel. Looking at Tri-Cities, nice. Are there snakes in the quarries? We have seen a snake in the quarry. When we went last year and we took the Halcombs, I think was when we saw it. It's just a little snake, nothing too crazy. You're not getting water moccasins. And you go up towards Kentucky more and stuff. Stay out of those rivers. Stay out of that water. Trust me. I've been in the country since 2006 and haven't seen a poisonous snake yet. There you go. See? Snakes are probably scared off from the dogs and pigs. They probably are, and you know, coyotes are great, or donkeys are great too to scare off other stuff. You know, snakes and coyotes as well. If you see a black snake, a gray snake, a rat snake, leave it. Let it be. Like, those things are awesome to have. They keep the rodents down. Like, you will not see mice at all. Are those solar string lights? No, they're just regular market lights plugged in. Get a Macy. Macy is just, she hears a cow and she gets so excited. She can't get to him, but she gets excited. Moved here 6 years ago from Vegas. Grew up in Huntington Beach. Best move ever. Love the people here. It was interesting. Did you check on Babs while in there? No, she's asleep. She is zonked, man. The poor girl. She's had a sinus thing that the doctor says it's sinus combined with allergy, and it has just been a leaky faucet on her nose. Just so the poor thing. She has just not felt herself. While in Seattle, if you guys like pizza, you should go to Tacoma and hit the Cloverleaf. Best pizza I've ever had. I'm gonna save that because we do like pizza. Loved hearing all the birds in the background. They are chirping right now. You can start to hear cicadas. Just trying to make a little noise. Richie Cream. We seem to be having more severe weather than you guys. Yes. Up north, Brett. I don't know where you are up north, but yeah, up north has had way more weather than we've had down here, which is fine with me and everybody down here, I think. Oh, JK Pioneer, you're right here in Greenback. You're just over the hill. Nice. You can attend Maryville City. Our kids were reestablished at Maryville before we bought in the county. Application got accepted. $2,500 a piece to attend. Yep. We still love Taylor's view of Tennessee High School. Yeah, I need to have Taylor on more. Everybody loved Taylor. She's so mature and just, she speaks so well, and I think she's going to do good with this whole college recruiting thing with soccer. She's going to do really good with it. So I'm excited to see where she grows and goes and learns to grow. All schools are better than California. Yeah, there's no Common Core out here, which is kind of nice. I swear, I think you look younger since you got to Tennessee. I'll take that as a compliment. I will take that any day. Kids nowadays don't have any everyday life skills. This goes back to being better parents, like you say. Exactly. It's just on us as parents. Like I tell people, like, it's honestly just going as simple as the 10 Commandments. Like, you do not have to be a religious person. You don't have to go to church. If you just pull up the 10 Commandments and you read through them, just being a better person, and you can instill that in your children, we're gonna do good. We're gonna be better off. Like, things are gonna get better. It's gonna take a little bit, but we gotta start somewhere, and we gotta start doing it. Like Babs with her personal training, because she's been training so much lately, and she gets people that come in and they're like, I want to lose 50 pounds by my 40th birthday, which is in September. And she's like, okay. She's like, that's 3 months, and you want to lose that much weight. She's like, you didn't gain that much weight in 3 months, so you're not going to lose that much weight in 3 months. So you didn't get fat overnight, you're not going to get skinny overnight. Same thing with everything that's going on in this world. This has been a ramp up for a while now, and it's not going to change overnight. So whatever we can do now to at least start and get the ball rolling for the future, do what we can do. So I am stoked. Even with my running to get an extension cord, oh, we start to have a little sweat. You see that right there? That might have been from the can, actually. I don't know. No, there's a little more right here. We're getting a little sweat now. Just wanted to see in 45 minutes if I would start sweating for y'all, just to let you know how the humidity is. Mace, how we doing? She's just over in her sand. She loves her sand because it's so cool. Anyways, so yeah. Hello from West Tennessee. How's it going over there? Mom, dad, and my daughter and her husband moving out in July. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this the moving goes, just with the Fed and everything. So I don't know. We'll see. That's why we thought that'd be fun to do that podcast, just reviewing the cities and the growth and everything. I definitely thought those numbers were going to be much higher than they were, but nothing yet. Sorry, that was getting warm. I just wanted to finish it. What did I say? Any updates on the Halcombs? Yes. Updates on the Halcombs are coming. There is a videos, vlogs. They will be coming. Trying to work through one wedding right now. Hopefully get that done by the end of the week. Get some more vlogs done on the weekend. Get those out. Get to do some more weddings next week. And then we'll be good to go. So I had some spontaneous wedding photos I had to do the other day, which were fantastic. They came out great. Just did it randomly at their home, and they came out good. So it's just been busy, but it's been fun. Definitely keeping me on my toes. Oh, Brett, you're in Minnesota, Iowa, southeast Minnesota, but Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin, lots of tornadoes and huge hail wrecking roofs. Yeah, it's crazy. The severe weather starts to shift as you get into June, July, shifts up north. March, April, it stays in the south. April, May, June kind of creeps up through the Midwest. And then June, July, August is when it kind of goes up towards the top of the states. So yeah, it's been quiet for us. It's really weird. Like we went to St. Louis last weekend, and it was fantastic weather. Like it got warm, like it was typical Missouri weather, where it was 85 and humid and just felt kind of like this, like death sometimes. But it was fine. Like it was not normally what it was like last year when we went. I mean, it was tornado risks and everything, but it was pretty nice. Are you guys staying in the house you're in now long term? Probably gonna stay in this area, but definitely gonna rebuild. I'm not against a modular at all. Some of the Clayton and other manufacturers that make, the modular homes and stuff, you put that thing on a foundation, you can't even tell it's a trailer. There's just so much guesswork that's taken out of the whole process of building. And right now with building costs the way they are, it's not a bad move either. So I've had quite a few conversations with people that want to build, but the building expenses more than doubled and tripled in some areas. In a lot of places in Tennessee, you have to own the land outright before you can finance building something. So there's people that move to like the lakefront property, and they want to get lakefront property, and they get it, and they have a payment on it. Well, until you own that land, you cannot finance building a house on it. There's some restrictions like that exist. So it gets into a tight spot. So unless building costs drastically drop in the next few years, I don't know. We'll see. Definitely gonna rebuild though. The shack's gonna do its job for the time being, but we definitely gotta get something bigger. Maybe I missed you explaining it. What is your shirt? I love it. This was some like Taco Tuesday thing. I don't even remember what it says. It's like a joke. There's a joke in the green. Can't tell what it says, but the bottom says, "Is your number still 911?" 1 1. I don't know. It's funny for a Taco Tuesday thing. If you go to Cloverleaf in Tacoma, I would suggest the sausage and pepperoni. They make their sausage in-house. Amazing stuff. This is good. I like the Seattle info at least. Jumped on when talking about the roads, but did you touch on drivers and how people drive around Tennessee? Tennessee Tuesday conversation with Babs about it. Yeah, we need to have that conversation on the podcast. I don't know if it's just because there's only 7 million people in Tennessee, so the driving is a little bit more obvious. And the fact that your driving test is 4 right turns and a honk. Tennessee drivers are not the best. And it's not I'm not saying from like the courteous standpoint, because they're very courteous, and there's a lot of times where they go against road rules and laws and just the flow of traffic just to be courteous and nice, which is amazing. I'm talking more or less just like bad drivers, like just, and not even understanding there's interesting things like when you get out on a highway, you have a median with turn lanes and stuff, and just the simple knowledge of where to turn in the turn lane, because you'll have 2 lanes running down each side, east and west, and when you come to meet in the middle, just knowing that you go through the little mid turn point, and then you wait until you can cross, so that way you have a clear view of the traffic oncoming, and likewise for the car coming this way, they go all the way through the middle section and then start their turn, so they have a view of the whole thing. Otherwise you get people that come in and they make the immediate hug and turn, and so that forces me to come in and make the immediate hug turn. So now when I want to go straight across, I can't see because you're in my way. Like, you're blocking my view. Like, it's just, I want to say common sense, but that's a hard thing to kind of have a conversation about nowadays. But there's just some driving that just, but it's anywhere. California, you have 40 million people, so maybe you don't see it as much because there are so many drivers, and you're so defensive in California when it comes to driving. But I love the driving out here. Like, 100%, I love getting on the road, passing somebody, getting in the right lane, letting the next person that wants to go faster than me pass, and then they get over. And there's just a respect thing, and just people know how to drive. People do know how to drive back here, which is great. So I don't mean to say that all Tennessee drivers are bad, but there's just some that just need some education. Maybe we need to do just an educational video on driving. That'd be a good one with THP. Maybe I get with the THP officer and we just do a little, like, conversation, just to help people out. Be fine. Be fun. Do you have a storm shelter? No, we don't. Don't need one out here. Some people have basements and stuff, but they're mainly for storage. I mean, if we were to build, I would probably build a basement, and it would be more for a storage, like entertainment type of thing. But then it's there just in case you needed it. $6.15 for gas in Palm Desert. What are you paying in Tennessee? Right now, I filled up this morning and it was $4.50, and diesel is $5.80, which I don't get diesel. Diesel's a byproduct. Like, I don't get the higher price. I mean, the one side of me wants to say they're doing it on purpose because it's all diesel driven and truck driven, and that's how we get all of our goods. But I don't know. That's just me being a conspiracy theorist. I get with a tin hat on. Sam, I hate driving here. It's so stressful. It is. It's just you got to be so defensive, and it's just a bummer. Hello from Illinois. Good horchata weather, eh? There you go. I drank Christine at Los Amigos. Makes a fantastic michelada. Like, if you know what a michelada is, Christine at Los Amigos makes a fantastic one. I'm just saying. It's not quite Dodger Stadium, but it's close. We're losing some light here, so I'm getting kind of fuzzy. Sorry, y'all. Johnson City is a beautiful area, but it has gotten too crowded over the past 25-30 years. Grew up back there and also plan on moving back to Tri-Cities from Richmond, Virginia in a year or so. Had 2 Blue Angels do some maneuvers. What? Where are you at? Wait, you said where you were at somewhere, right? Sorry. West Tennessee. They doing like an air show out there, maybe? That's random. Just 2 Blue Angels. Kind of excited. Like, the Blue Angels are coming to the Knoxville Air Show in September, maybe October. It's really interesting. So it's free to get in, $50 to park, and I've read nothing but bad comments on all the posts. Just not good things at all. Um, just from, you know, lines and just taking forever to get to your car. And air shows are so frustrating because I am such a fan of them. I am such a little kid when it comes to air shows. Uh, like most guys, like we hear a helicopter in the distance and we're just like, what's it doing? What kind of helicopter is it? Where's it going? Like, you know, air shows are fantastic. It's our tax dollars. Like, they do the air show because they have to get so many minutes and hours in flight time anyways, so that's how they schedule things, and it just sucks when you can't enjoy it fully, you know? So I don't know if we're gonna make it to the air show. Hopefully we will. I would love to go, because there's nothing better than an air show. That brings back memories with my dad for sure. um, Also, a building, you have to think about how far out a contractor will be available. Exactly. Supply chain is still an issue. Yeah. And good luck finding someone that wants to work around here, too. I will say that. If you are a contractor or you are specialized in anything and you're good at what you do, um, and you've ever thought about moving out here or moving anywhere, actually, um, and you show up and you stand by your word and you do quality work and you have pride in your work, you will excel out here. You will have such a good living and you will make such great money, you won't have a problem. But you gotta be able to stand by your word and have a little bit of ethics, you know, and do good work. So um, having a finished basement, yeah, that'd be nice just to go hang out in and just have an extra room. Cheapest or best way to move out there, in other words, moving truck or pods or do it yourself. That's gonna be a good conversation we'll have with the Howcoms coming up. So watch for that video. We'll kind of review it, because I've heard all sorts of things with pods and moving trucks costing, or moving people costing up to words of 30 grand, and it's crazy. Um, I drove for UPS for 24 years in Chattanooga. People don't know how to drive. They don't. That's just it. People don't know how to drive. And I don't know if that's because we're failing them, you know, in the driver's license and training part, but people don't know. People don't know how to drive. Did you say the folks that own Los Amigos are from? They are. They're from Anaheim. Came out here in '88, I think. They've been out here a long time. It's fantastic. Don't know of any air show here, but it was totally random. It's funny because they were actually in St. Louis last weekend when we were up there. There was an air show Saturday, Sunday, and they were performing. So maybe that was part of the stop. Maybe they're going, they came down to Memphis for something. My dad, being a pilot, drug me to every air show available when I was growing up. That's good, Angie. You should. Air shows are fun. Does your gym have hip-hop dance classes? My daughter in Vegas is concerned she will need to exercise to Amazing Grace. Definitely not Amazing Grace. There are hip-hop classes. There's so many gyms. We're at Gold's. Babs trains at Workout Anytime. You have National Fitness. You have Planet Fitness. You have all sorts of gyms and options. But you're not going to be, it's not going to be Amazing Grace. I can promise you that. Good song, but not for dancing. Coming from Chicago, nice. Did they start building the Publix at Foothills Mall? No, they tore that entire building down though, which is crazy. I didn't think they'd tear the entire thing down, but they tore the entire thing down, and looks like they're doing all of your pre-work underground and stuff before they grade it and everything. Union carpenter but can't collect pension and work in this profession at the same time, unless cash under the table, I guess. Plenty of cash under the table going around this place, I could guarantee you that. We're using a pod from San Antonio to Maryville. We used one when we moved to Texas, and it was great. Pods are great because then you have storage too, and storage is definitely an issue. So it's definitely something to think about. But well, we're just about at an hour. I'm almost out of light. I wonder, Mace is just still chilling. I wonder if I turn those lights off. You still see the lightning bugs even when the lights are on, huh? You can. Let me go turn them off really quick. Let's see, can we see them? Should be able to see them. You can kind of see them twinkling, right? I wonder if we switch camera around, because we have a better camera on the front. You can kind of see them twinkling a little bit. Right? It's so weird. Like the lightning bug thing still like just gets to me. And I still sit here just admiring them and just, it's the coolest thing. Pretty good little sunset. But yeah, the lightning bug thing still just impresses me. Like, it's crazy. This little bug flies around, his butt just. Oh, is that one? Nope. I was trying to catch one. Trying to show you, but anyways, all right, we're out of light. Let's see. Anybody else love lightning bugs? Yep, lightning bugs are so cool. We need to do like a good one with the camera, where we can really pick them up on the good camera. Do a video on them. Maybe. Mace, you ready to go in? She's like, Dad, it's hot. It's hot. All right, that's it. That's it, y'all, from East Tennessee. Glad y'all sat here and look at, we didn't sweat too bad. Started to sweat a little bit. That's just from running around, though, I think. Let's see. Thought I froze for a minute. All right. So that is it from East Tennessee, y'all. We appreciate y'all. Thanks for hanging out with us, or hanging out with me by myself, I guess. Glad everybody's getting some good info and stuff, and we'll do this more often. Maybe we'll do some more of these. If I can get Babs better, then we can have Babs too. So, all right. Talk to y'all later. See ya.